Hi guys, welcome to another Divi theme video. This is Jamie from System 22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. We got a great one for you today. We've had a few questions about this recently, and it's using the clamp feature. What clamp does is it's a way to make element size respond to the screen without using breakpoints. When I'm talking about breakpoints, you have different sizes for desktop, tablet, and mobile phone. Not only does it work on rows and containers, you can also use it with text, and we'll be covering text a little later on in this video. Now, for anybody that doesn't know, there's 3 set by standard as Divi up here. You can add more by hitting the little 3 dots there and switch on as many as you want there. But clamp negates the need for using that. If we go into a row here to set a clamp value, go over to design and sizing. There's the width. We need 3 actual values. Let's switch it from percentage to clamp. And the 3 values, we want a minimum value. So let's say 320 pics. Then we want the preferred value, which is say 80 viewable width of each device. So we want to put a comma after the first value there. We'll put 80 viewable width there. And then usually the standard for the max preferred width is about 1200 pixels, and you can change this, and I'll show you how to change this in a moment. Make sure we put pixels on the end there. That way our row is now going to respond to all devices nicely. We don't have to set different breakpoints for tablet and mobile here. Now Divi does a pretty good job of doing that anyway with rows, but you can apply it to modules, sections, however you want to. If you want to change the viewable width on all these devices, you can't just put 60 in there. It won't work correctly. You need to calculate it. Now these numbers right here are fairly standard. That'll work for most mobile phones, and this will work for most desktop monitors. It usually cuts off at 1600 pixels. Now 1600 pixels is a number you need to remember, because say you want it to be 800. Let's change that to an 8. We need to do a calculation. We need to divide 800 by that magic number 1600. Remember that 1600? I've got a calculator over here. Probably don't need a calculator for that. It's going to be 0.5. As you can see, that shrunk that up. That's not going to work correctly because the 80 viewable width needs to change. And like I say, ours is going to be 50 now because it's going to be 0.5. If we take 800 and divide it by 1600, it's 0.5. You just need to move the decimal 2 places to the right there, which would be 50. Like I say, probably didn't need a calculator for that particular one. So to correct this, we need to make that 50. And just to show you the difference, let's put the original in our bottom one here. That's already got it. That's what I was playing with earlier. If I shrink this down to various tablet sizes, you'll see the difference there. Bring it back up. Now they recommend these for sort of text-rich sizes, like blog posts and things like that. But that's entirely up to you. But that's the way you need to calculate it. You can't just put any number in there. You need to take your maximum number that you want and divide it by 1600, then move the decimal 2 places to the right. And that's a really easy way of doing it on rows and things like that. Let's just reset this. And we'll reset this row also. Now where it gets really interesting is using it on text. Usually we go in, let's go into this heading module. I've actually got this clamped down. So if I go into my heading text, it's got this crazy clamp going on here. Now we need to use a bit of a calculator for this. Let's reset this. I think I want it to be 64 pixels. Now, usually when you go down to tablet, you'd have to change it to perhaps something like 40 or whatever that fits. Of course, on mobile, you want a much smaller number. Now, as I mentioned before, we need a bit of a calculator to use this. I want this to be 64 pics on large devices. I don't want it to go down any smaller than perhaps 20 pixels on mobile devices. So what I can do, I've got a little calculator up here, thanks to Mr. Crispinell. I'll put this down below. I've already got my sizes in here, but I'll redo it for you. I want minimum size of 20 pixels on mobile devices. 64 is the size I want on my preferred maximum size. Viewport's fine, 320 is the standard. And there's our magic 1600. Really do want to remember that number with clamp. Now the root font size is a rem basically. 16 pixels is pretty standard. If for some reason you've got yours changed from that size, then you can put that value in there. Relative units are what's going to appear here. And you can change that if you want. If you want to use a viewport or view width, you can do that too. I'm going to leave mine just as it is. I'm going to hit the calculate. And funnily enough, it's the same thing because that's a calculation I did just now. So let's copy the stuff that's in between the brackets here. 1.25 rem, there's that rem. And then our preferred, which has got the rem and the VI there. And then our 4 rem max. It's 4/16, 64. Let's copy that, Control C. We can now go back. And if we look at our text up here, here's the heading text size. I'm going to switch it to clamp. I'm going to select what it's got there because that's not really going to work for us. It'll be 64 on all devices there. I'm going to paste in what we just copied from our calculator up here. I'm going to click on it. Now when we go down the tablet, you'll see it's shrinking down automatically. We don't need to change it at all for those devices. And I'll demonstrate this on a live browser too. Let's save our changes here. And we'll preview on the front end. And here we go. If I hit my F12 key and hit my responsive devices here, I've got it on responsive. That's 1640 monitor at the moment. If I squeeze down or drill down, you'll see that text is staying perfectly. It's just scaling down and scaling down. Just exactly what I wanted. So you do have to do a little bit of calculating to get this working on text, but it's really easy. And this is a really handy little tool, our little clamp calculator here. Thanks again to Mr. Crispinell. So there we have it. There's a brief overview of using clamp on your text and on your rows. Really easy to do. One more thing I will mention, if you're using it on your rows and also for your headings, you can actually go up here to the variable manager, click on it, go into numbers here, and you can add it as a global. Be a little bit careful though, because anything that you've already got designed, if you add it as a global here, it's going to affect all of your rows or all of your H1s or whatever it is you're working with there. But it is a fantastic thing if you want to be using clamp all the time. And it's a very modern standard. A lot of people use it. So you can give it a name, put your values in there, and hit save variables. So I hope you've enjoyed this today and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, comment, share and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Don't forget, if you have any questions, pop them down below. I'll do my best to answer them if I can, or make a little demo video just like this one. So once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.